All right, fight fans, welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Dead.
How long have we been doing this now, Ray? Like 3-4 years? We still can't say each other's name? Ray's not doing so good with the music.
Yeah, the music suck.
Yeah. That was all Ray.
It just came on out of nowhere.
Ray's been gone so long he forgot how this works.
Yes, I know.
What have you been doing? Running drugs?
No.
No? You've been arrested? Doing time?
Nah, just been hiding out, Lay low, All that heat from the summer, you gotta lay low in the winter.
I can't even remember the last time we did a podcast together.
It's been a while.
I think I've done like 20 since last time we talked. I'm not sure. Something like that. Maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more you did there. So,
yeah, you've been sucking lately.
I know.
So, and UFC news, since you've been gone, Royce Gracie, he won at UFC. He won UFC 1.
Wow.
I feel like that's the last time we did a podcast.
Yeah, UFC 1. Yeah, I was what? A little boy.
Last podcast. We did have some UFC action. Actually, we had Damian Maia and Ben Askren. That was a big fight, even though it was at 8 o'clock in the morning in like Singapore. Did you watch that fight?
No. I didn't watch it.
Do you know who won?
Yeah.
Who won?
Maya won.
Oh, all right. How'd he win?
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, very awesome. Rear naked choke. Third round.
All the wrestlers on the internet was pissed off about that.
Why is that?
Oh, jiu-jitsu don't really work. He got lucky.
It worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Askren did take him down pretty well, though.
Yeah. As he should, That's a specialty right there.
Yeah. First round, it didn't look so good. Maya was able to hold him off. Beat him up a little bit.
I mean, this is MMA. You got to learn your jiu-jitsu. You got to learn wrestling.
Yeah. Maya's definitely learned wrestling really well. He still was able to manhandle Askren on the floor, I thought, though.
Oh, yeah?
When it hit the floor, Maya was immediately reverse him. It was a good fight, though. Maya was definitely getting wore down. Askren had a really good game plan. He just got caught. Turned his back a little bit too soon. 2 minutes left is way too long to give Damian Maia on your back.
Right.
Good finish.
Yeah, high-level jiu-jitsu, getting your back like that, it's a no-no.
Yeah, and after the fight, Maya called out one of our favorite guys, Diego Sanchez.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Diego will be channeling the lightning to beat up Maya.
That'd be a good fight to watch.
Yeah, we'll see. 2 older guys. Damian Maya's he's got 2 fights left on his contract before he retires. He wants to fight him out. So hopefully he can get most submission wins in UFC history. Second all time right now.
Who got him beat?
I don't know.
You see, K-Man, you're supposed to have the answer to that.
I'll look it up. All-time submission wins. We need, like, Jamie from Joe Rogan here. We got to get this podcast off the ground, getting it worked. Getting it working. I don't know. It doesn't say. All-time submission wins for UFC. Because I got to type it in right. Not the best.
You need a little assistance here.
Yeah, we need a little assistance. We should have had a little show prep.
We got to pay off Mickey. Pay him $3 an hour.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Most finishes in all divisions in the title bout. Fastest finishes. Lastest finishes. I don't know. I can't find it.
It's got to be whoever it is. It's got to be
most
a Brazilian.
Here we go. Charles Oliveira. Yeah. 13. Damian Maia's got 11. He can tie it with 2 more submission wins. This might be behind because it's updated. He was tied with Royce with 10. Now he's got 11. That's a lot of submission wins.
Yeah.
Probably the best submission fighter in UFC history. Then we had Bellator.
Wait. I was about to say, how about Frank Mir? Frank Mir's pretty good with submissions. He get a lot of submission wins.
Yeah.
Nogueira.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Well, but you're talking strictly UFC with Nogueira. He had half his career in Pride.
Frank Mir just had another nice win too. He beat Roy Nelson.
Bellator?
Yeah. Also in Bellator.
Uh-oh.
Our boy, Patchy Mix.
Yeah.
Another win. Did you see it?
Yes, I seen it on Facebook.
Facebook. Did you watch it live on Facebook or?
No, it was on Facebook. People posted it up.
Well, he ended up fighting this Isaiah Chapman, kind of a last-minute fight. I think it was the highest odds I've ever seen in a fight. It was minus 1,045 for Pat. So you have to bet $1,045 to win 100. That's how much of a favorite he was.
Wow.
But he did hit the Suval stretch. I'm not even really sure how to say that. But
I just called it a freaking knee bar.
Yeah, that's the one where it hangs. It's not really a knee bar though. It's not putting pressure on your knee. So he's on your back like a backpack. He has a figure 4 locked around your waist. He goes high and he grabs your leg. So he pulls your leg to your head. So what it's really doing is it's stretching your hamstring muscle.
You know what? Somebody put a joke on Facebook. They said that MMA fighters need to stretch.
Well, Pat's going to stretch him out.
Yeah.
I've been in that from him a couple times. It doesn't feel all that good.
Yeah. And he did it before, right? King of the Cage, was it?
Yeah, that's his second win by it. So
yeah, because people were saying like it was like you never really see this move before, and he did it before. So
yeah, he actually won a King of the Cage with it. He won in Bellator with it. Next is going to be UFC win with it.
Yep.
Man, who do you think he's going to hit in the UFC? Jeez.
I don't know, man. He's tough, man.
He's really, really good. Also, while we're talking about Bellator, somebody won $1 million. Do you know who it was?
You?
No, in Bellator.
No, I don't know.
Lima beat Rory McDonald for the welterweight Grand Prix, so he won $1 million.
Oh, wow.
Bellator $1 million. It's pretty good. I wish I could win $1 million.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't know that Charles Oliveira was the number 1 leader in submissions. I just heard that yesterday too.
Hopefully, Pat makes get the $1 million soon.
Yeah, well, he's got to win a Grand Prix. Grand Prix.
That'd be cool, man. He'd be my favorite to win.
Yeah, he's really, really tough, man. He's making a name for himself.
Yep, getting people's back and choking their ass out or knee barring them, whatever you call it.
It's not a knee bar. Suval stretch, and it's a hamstring lock. So you got us a guest today, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does he do?
He's a rapper. He's an MMA fan. Working on TV shows. We got to hear what he got to say. And he trains in Boston.
How do you say the name of his gym?
I don't know. Some Thailand. we got let. That's his job to tell us.
What's his trainer's name?
Oh, you told me in the spot, Caveman. I don't know. That's what we got to find out.
Mike Delagrado.
You heard about him?
Citadong. Yeah, that's a very good school, a very good trainer. He used to train guys for the UFC.
Okay. So he got some UFC fighters in his gym, right?
Yeah, for sure. Sure. One of the best trainers in Muay Thai in the world.
And was on the Joe Rogan show.
He was?
Yep.
This actor guy? Our guest was on Joe Rogan?
No.
Oh, I was going to say that's a big step down coming here.
Yeah. his trainer. So let's get him on.
All right. You got the phone in your hand. You're in charge. You're the producer, bro.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Same old, same old. Trying to get back in this podcast thing here. And, man, how's your day going, brother?
You're on the air, by the way. Ray didn't tell you, but we're on
we
live.
are. Wait, you got it on pause, right, Kid?
No, I don't. It's going live.
Oh, damn.
What's up?
We're recording now.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, Ray's not the best with letting you know. He's just talking to you like, hey, what's going on, man?
Listen, Jeff. We've been doing this for how long? And usually pause it when we call the guests up, or they call us.
Yeah, usually. But usually you let me know. So we just cut the intro, and now this is not live, so we pre-record it.
Thanks for having me on, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it. Ray says you're a really good rapper. I haven't really heard your stuff yet, but we're going to exit the podcast on some of your music, so we'll get it out there.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that for sure, and I'll definitely promote the podcast as well.
Sounds great, man. Sounds great. So Ray says you're really into martial arts. Where do you train at?
Right now, I train over at Siyatong in Boston, Crew Mark Delagrati's gym. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him or not.
Hell yeah, one of the best trainers in the world, man, for Muay Thai.
Yeah,
you couldn't do better.
Absolutely, top-notch gym. One of the best places I've ever trained at. A lot of great fighters out of there, and so anyone in the area, I definitely recommend checking it out. Shout out to everybody at City of Tong, all the coaches and crews.
You looking to fight at all?
Honestly, I've thought about it. It's just like between trying to do music, I just did some acting. I don't know, man. I know if you're gonna fight, you got to dedicate pretty much time to it. And I train a lot. I train as much as I can. But I don't know. I mean, I can't say no. I'm just not 100% sure.
I'm sure you could probably get some celebrity kickboxing with Screech. I don't know what Screech's real name is.
Yeah. But that might be what I end up doing. Something like that. I don't know. Nah, but I don't know, man. Who knows? We'll see what happens down the line.
Put him in there with put another rapper in there. Beat him up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, that'd be great, man. You get a few famous rappers, lined up, and I'm definitely down to make that happen.
I'm sure Snoop would probably hook that up. Maybe you could get with Snoop in UFC. You could have rap battles, instead of like.
I'd rather fight than rap battle, to be completely honest with you. But I'm down for whatever, man. It's all good publicity at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, you could have like rap battles, and then the losers got to fight each other to get back in.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'm down with that.
It'd be, that's crazy.
Yeah, if that show takes off, I want some props for that or something.
We gotta talk to David Philman about that.
Yeah, man, for sure. That'd be dope.
Do you only train kickboxing, or are you into MMA as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've trained a whole bunch of different styles of martial arts. I started off as a kid, like most people do, in karate, and then I got into some. It was like hybrid jiu-jitsu, judo style. I did that for a while, and some kickboxing, and then I got into jeet kune do, and the Filipino martial arts, the knife and stick stuff, kali, eskrima. I did that for like 7 years, and I've also done some Chinese martial arts, sanda, and which is like Chinese kickboxing for anyone that's not familiar.
With takedowns.
Yeah, with takedowns, they catch a lot of kicks. I don't want to say it's like Muay Thai. There's a lot of differences, but it's kickboxing, but they can shoot on the legs in the clinch. And it's kind of set up differently, and I want to plug my friend over at Sanda Fighting Arts in Boston. He's opening a gym really soon. My boy Coach Ty, he's really good. So if you're into Sanda, you want to learn some Chinese martial arts, and it really works well for MMA. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about it. It's kind of like you got to be into martial arts, I think, to really because hasn't never really blown up in America. It's more like overseas. But if you're looking to get into that, we want to check it out. He's opening a gym outside of Boston called Sanda Fighting Arts. So anybody out there. And then most recently, yeah, man, I've been training the Thai boxing, and I trained a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu, more stand-up than anything.
Yeah, Jeff right here is a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, man, the ground's crazy, bro. My ground game definitely needs a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect it. It's definitely no joke.
Listen, like I told you before, if you ever in a concert in Buffalo, New York, check out Jeff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And Jeff is a pro Muay Thai fighter too.
Yeah, I fought pro Muay Thai too. Yeah.
Nice, man. You still fighting now?
I'm semi-retired. I'm trying to get one more before I really hang them up. But I just want to fight a cupcake. I don't want to get beat up no more.
Something easy, right?
Yeah.
You got the win.
I just want to get a nice win at home and retire. Put the gloves down in the cage.
And Jeff, you in the record books too with the MMA fight. What 4 seconds TKO?
Fastest body shot knockout in MMA history. Yeah.
Wow, really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to. Is that online?
Yeah, it's definitely online.
Check that fight out.
Yeah, you can just type that in and it'll come up. I just kick him in the liver and he goes down.
Oh yeah, liver shots are brutal, man. Yeah, that'll definitely put someone down. Fast rooting style.
Yeah, Boss commented on it on Twitter. It was really funny.
Really?
He's like, yeah,
what's up, man.
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna
funny.
have to look at your fights, man. Both you guys have fought, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Ray fights too. Ray's got some pretty mean leg kicks himself for a fat guy.
Now, Ray, you were telling me you train JKD, is that right?
My friend Angel Ortiz trained Jeet Kune Do, and he trained my nephews, and they got into some fights, man, and they whooped ass.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake, you know, it's great. It's good stuff, man. Bruce Lee changed my whole philosophy on martial arts, uh, you know, a while ago. So I definitely respect it.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, man, take the best of everything, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was basically MMA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he wasn't at the time. You know, people weren't really doing jujitsu like that yet. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's basically the MMA philosophy. You know, overall.
When you're looking at Dao Jeet Kune Do, he's got a lot of grappling in it as well.
Yeah.
Very cool book.
Yeah. I mean, he was learning judo from Gene LaBelle or whatever, and I'm sure he trained some other grappling styles, like maybe some wrestling or something, like submission wrestling, shoe wrestling, stuff like that.
No, so Bruce Lee totally was different than how he was portrayed on screen. All the stuff he did, the flashy kicks, he didn't believe in any of that. Are you taking some of your martial arts experience into your acting?
Yeah, I mean, I think I take martial arts into everything I do, because it's kind of like a way of life. It is a way of life, not kind of, and it pretty much applies to everything. So yeah, definitely acting, definitely music, pretty much everything.
I don't know. Ray wouldn't say what you're working on, but what were you working on, acting wise? Yeah,
acting wise, yeah. So I'm involved in this TV show called The Flanagans, written by Jeff Canarsie. He also hosts a podcast called Mob Talk Radio. It's a true crime mob genre.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that podcast, and
that's how you heard my music, right?
Yeah, You did the intro music, and I was like, oh shit, this shit's hot. And then I sent a message to Jeff on Facebook, and he told me about you, and and that's when I contacted you.
Yeah, absolutely. So he wrote the script. He had sent me a copy of the script a while back, the first edition, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna develop this, and I want to give you a part. And then he revised it a few times, and he ended up giving me a pretty good part. And we just filmed the pilot. Well, started filming the pilot a little over a month ago. It was back in September, and I went out to New York. We shot it in Queens, and then there's a little bit more to film with the pilot, and then obviously the editing process, and then after that we'll see where it goes from there. Nowadays you make the pilot, and then you kind of got to shop it around. It's kind of like a demo.
Are you guys trying to look for like a Netflix kind of thing, or like network TV?
I mean, nowadays, who knows? I can't really speak, for exactly what's going to happen. But, nowadays, all these shows are getting picked up on these streaming networks.
Yeah,
like
Amazon.
Netflix, Hulu,
Yep.
Amazon. So anything, I'm sure they're open to any possibilities, I mean, it's kind of even more relevant than network television in a lot of ways. That's what it seems like anyway. I really don't watch TV,
I just cut my cable, man. Like, I don't have no time for TV. Everything I watch is all streaming online.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, dude. Yeah, like all the best shows now, dude, are like 9 out of 10 are like on the internet, on Netflix or on some other streaming platform. There's not much on regular TV.
So, what do you play in the show?
I play an IRA associate from Boston named Sean Flaherty. And basically I'm a gun runner. So the premise of the show is basically, so the main character is Malcolm Flanagan, and he is an old timer, throwback gangster from the era of the Westies, which were the main gangsters in Hell's Kitchen, the main Irish mob back in like the anywhere from like the 30s and 40s all the way up until probably the 80s. And he's like the last one, like the last associate left, and he just came home from doing a bid, and now it's basically it's filmed in modern times, so it's basically what's going on today in modern times, and there's some conflict with the Italians in the plot, but it's Jeff, I know he tried to make it very realistic as possible. A lot of shows come out and they're not too realistic. They don't really go into the politics of that life, and Jeff knows the politics of that life, and a lot of the guys involved in the show are actually street guys, and some are former criminals, and stuff like that. So everybody that he casted, is pretty much at least been around that stuff to a certain extent. he wanted to keep it as realistic and gritty as possible. So he didn't try to go out and get a bunch of just actors to play the parts. He wanted guys that actually know that world. So that's one thing that's going to differentiate the show from a lot of other shows, because a lot of other shows are not too realistic with how things work. And I think he really wanted to make it, as real as possible. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good. I think, people are going to, what they're watching on the screen is pretty close to how it goes down in the street,
Damn, Ram, surprised I didn't call you in for that one.
Well, hey, if the show gets picked up and they end up doing a whole season, they're probably going to need more guys. So
I think Ray's your guy.
All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, Jeff, like I said, he hired a friend of mine, Damian Trice, who fought actually former MMA fighter for Bellator. He's one of he has a big role on this show. He's playing a main character. So. And this is a lot of us. This is our first time acting. There's a few guys that have had some acting experience, but for the most part, he brought in guys, kind of just off the street.
So you never acted before then, or been trained to act?
No, bro. I always wanted to. I love film. I watch a lot of movies. I'm kind of like a film buff, and it's something I wanted to get into, but I just, not pursuing the music so much. I was just kind of like, yeah, we'll see what happens, but this opportunity came up, so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
So I'm sure you shot a lot of like music videos, but what's the differences between shooting a music video and then being on a movie set or a TV show set?
Well, music videos are definitely faster, quicker, and less work. Music video, depending on how many different scenes you have and how complex the video is going to be, it could only take a few hours. Filming this, this was all day. Like, I have in the pilot, I have one scene, you know what I'm saying? And, basically I was there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I didn't shoot till the end. So there was a lot of waiting around, but it was cool because it was my first time doing it. So I got to see how things work, behind the scenes, because we have a legit, camera crew, a director, audio guy, it's all legit, high tech, it's not going to be bootleg at all. So, because a lot of stuff that comes out too is not, filmed properly, but this definitely will be, and the editing will definitely be on point as far as I can tell. So it was cool, but it definitely differs from doing a music video. A music video might take a few hours, you know what I'm saying? And this was a whole day thing, and this was only one day of filming. I mean, they filmed after that, they filmed before, and they still have more filming to do. So, and this is for only one, episode.
Damn. We're shooting a movie here in Buffalo, and one of my podcast guests, Eric Herbert, he's an MMA fighter. He's a world champ. He's running for councilman of the county here. Nice. And he was just an extra in a role, and he said he had to sit around there all day. He had to wear his baseball uniform. He said it was the most boring thing he ever did. And every time they shot the scene, he had to like do the same thing over and over again and be in the same spot. And he's like, this is bullshit. I didn't go back for day 2.
What movie was that?
I don't know, that horror movie they're shooting up there where they close a throughway for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, I've heard that about, being an extra. You have to, I've had some friends that have done it, and they said the same exact thing. Now, luckily, he gave me a speaking role right off the bat, and so I still had to wait around all day, but I have lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. I was like, all right, this is cool, but yeah, if I had to do the extra thing, I don't know. That'd be a different thing.
Is it pretty tough to remember your lines?
Well, no, because basically I practice them, and it's similar to music. I writing songs. I memorize the songs. If I'm gonna perform them or doing a music video, or over time just listening to them, you memorize it. So I kind of just did the same thing with the lines. Practiced them, and then I basically had them down. Now, if I had to do the whole script, that might be, because like the main character, he's in, 9 out of 10 scenes. So that's a lot. But, for just one scene, it wasn't too bad at all.
I was wondering if they use like cue cards or some shit to hold up for the guys to remember. Because that's like, especially the main characters, that's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, some do. And some guys, I guess, have a technique where they'll I guess there's been actors who just go in and say, all right, give me the line, and they'll just do it like that, like basically like line for line, like like I've heard of that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like personally, I don't think I would do that, but I have heard that happening before. And some guys actually ad lib. I heard like Joe Pesci. I don't know if it was for Casino or Goodfellas. Like they were actually ad libbed a lot of their stuff. Like they don't even read. They just go in and they tell them what the scene is, and then they just come up with it. You know what I mean?
That's probably
just kind of cool.
Yeah, that's probably really good for someone creative like you to just let it go. That's how when we record broadcasts, I do like commentary for stuff, and when we do the TV commentary where we can't fuck it up, a lot of times they want us to like rehearse and stuff, but we just go live and we just talk live, and it always comes out better than all the pre-rehearsed stuff.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. I mean, there's like theater groups and like people who just do like ad lib performances. So and doing music, you kind of do that too. I mean, what songs you're gonna do, but obviously, a lot of the times you ad lib a lot of the stuff that you say on stage. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that.
What's it like to perform on stage, man? Do you ever get nervous, or is it kind of like normal now?
It's normal. I mean, I get a little nervous. There's always like that anticipatory anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like, right before you go on, you might get nervous. But once I get on stage, I'm usually good, man. I usually just go into the zone, kind of just look out into the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like into the lights or whatever, and just do the songs.
Do you get bored performing in front? Like, I know you got to do it over and over again. Does it get repetitive after a while?
Well, no. I mean, I honestly haven't been doing shows lately. I was doing a lot more shows, earlier on. Lately, I haven't really done them, but I plan on doing more soon. But not really. I mean, and the goal is, if you get on tour and you get paid, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it is what it is. It's a job. So, you're making money performing, and even if you do get bored, that's how you're making money.
Right. I was just wondering, like, if it's hard to have the same energy every time, or it's like sometimes you're like really popping, you feel great, and sometimes you just don't.
No, that definitely happens. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Sometimes you might not feel like performing, being there, something else might be going on. But like, I think once you hit that stage, you just got to turn it on and just, give the best performance that you can,
Yeah, I like that sound of that. I mean, because I listen to a lot of podcasts from comedians, and comedians I kind of would relate to musicians, and a lot of times they perform like 3-4 times a week, every week.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, they go up there and sometimes they're just flat, and I wonder if that happens with musicians a lot or not really.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, I've seen, as a fan, too, I've seen shows where, a set artist, goes on stage and their performance is weak. Even if I love the music, I'm like, all right, that wasn't what I expected. Right. So yeah, I think it definitely happens, for sure. Because I mean, if that's what you're doing for a living and you do it all the time, constantly, it's definitely going to happen.
I think so too, and just the way that you have to perform so much and coming out flat would just seem like, I know how I am at work. I'm like, oh god damn, it's Friday. I've been on the road for like 30 days. I don't want to do this shit,
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, no doubt.
That's why you got to smoke something.
Yeah, I mean, if that helps, you know what I'm saying? If that helps the performance or whatever you got to do.
Yeah, for sure. So do you think East Coast guys are tougher than everyone else, just dealing with the weather and shit? I mean, there's a lot of talk about that in the fighting community too. I mean, we deal with the harsh winters and the shitty summers. You guys
up there got the crazy winters, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm from New England, you know what I mean, and we got pretty harsh winters, but you guys even worse. You know what I mean? Like, I got some friends from Buffalo, you know what I mean? So I haven't been up there yet, but they tell me the stories, man. Like a foot of snow is like normal. You know what I mean?
Let me get. Are you a Patriot fan?
Yeah, man. I like the Patriots.
Oh, jeez.
Jeff, you guys, Bills?
Yeah,
Bills?
We're the Bills fans.
I'm not a Bills fan. I'm a.
Sorry to hear that.
No.
Us too.
Hey, Chris. This is even worse. I'm not even a Bills fan because I'm originally from Brooklyn. I'm a.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Jets fan.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's even worse, bro.
Yeah, I know.
What part of Brooklyn?
Ocean Hill, Brownsville.
Oh shit, you're from the hood, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got, I'm out in the city quite a bit, man. I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn, Queens. I got a lot of friends out there. So, big up to New York City, man.
Oh yeah.
Great city. But, yeah, the Jets are pretty bad. Bills are pretty bad. You guys don't got much going for you, sports-wise.
Hey, the Sabres are all right this year. The Bills are pretty good too, man. We're in second place. Just the Patriots are better than us.
I don't really follow hockey too much, but
yeah, the Sabres are good this year. Maybe.
Yeah, they doing pretty good.
That's early on in the season.
So has the winter started for you guys already? Like, is it already getting cold?
It is.
It's been unseasonably nice. Today was the first kind of really shitty day.
Yeah, raining. I could have went to the Bills game today, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd they play? I didn't even
they lost to the Eagles.
Oh yeah, no doubt. See, yeah.
Yeah, we got smoked by the Eagles. They beat us worse than the Patriots.
I actually went to Bills Patriots game last year, and they played in New England at the stadium.
Damn.
And Bills lost.
Yeah,
you know what? The Bills always play the Patriots tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's been saying that forever. Like, the Bills always give them a tough game.
And then you come back and crush our hearts.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, one day you guys will have a good team. I mean, back in the day, I remember as a kid, like, the Bills had good teams. You guys never won a Super Bowl, but you got there a few times.
Well, you guys had Steve Grogan, so we were all right then.
yeah. That was pre Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, Drew Bledsoe was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then we got him, and he wasn't all right no more.
Yeah, I know. That's right. I forgot about that.
We're taking all your washed off guys.
Yeah, that's what happens. Didn't you guys have Doug Flutie too?
Yeah, we got Flutie too.
Yeah. We got him from Canada.
Yeah, that's right. CFL.
Yep.
Yeah. We
get all the Canadian guys because you're right over the border.
Right.
Yeah.
Someday Brady's going to be gone, and you're going to be feeling sorry for this podcast. You're going to go back and listen and be like, we used to be good.
Nah, man. Even after Brady's done, they'll find a way.
Yeah, I believe that. Belichick is a mastermind, man.
Yeah. I mean, that team's not going anywhere.
Right.
They had their dark days, back in the 80s and 90s. I don't think they'll ever go back.
Too good. God damn, man. Now I'm depressed.
So you want to bring up football?
Yo, Chris. So, who's your favorite UFC fighter, MMA fighter out there?
Man, I don't know. Like, John Jones is definitely one of them. I like George St. Pierre, Lyoto Machida. I don't know, man.
Some good picks there.
Anderson Silva.
Hell
I like
yeah.
guys that are kind of outside the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Kung Lee.
Oh,
Your Sandow guy.
Kung Lee Sandow guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean, dude. Yeah, Kung Lee was nasty.
He had that scissors takedown, baby. That was the best.
Yeah, I like guys like John Jones, man. Like he's to me is a true mixed martial artist, man. He throws in, he trains everything in his style. He doesn't have a style that's really predictable, like a lot of fighters do nowadays. It seems like.
Yeah, he's definitely the best guy that's ever fought, and hopefully he can keep his nose clean and maybe go up to heavyweight and really cement his legacy. I mean, people don't understand he's cleaned out 205. He's so good that there's no challenges for him. It's not his fault that there's not a lot going on for him.
Style Bender, he's another one too. That dude's good too.
Yeah, him they might fight. They're talking about that super fight already now.
Really? Yeah, that'd be sick, man. I think that's what we need to see.
Yeah.
For sure.
Stylbender's got to get that title, keep that title, and then, one fight with John Jones, see who's the best. But he's like so much bigger.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you guys think, UFC or Bellator?
Well, since my boy Patchy Mix is in Bellator, we gotta go with Bellator for right now.
Yeah.
No doubt. A lot of people feel that way. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I think the best guys in the world are still in UFC. And the Bellator is starting to take over because they're paying the medium tier fighters just a little bit more, so their fights are more exciting.
And top of that, they got the sponsors too. They can make more money.
Yeah, UFC's got that Reebok deal. Fucks all the guys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, the entry level guys get like $1,500 a fight for the first couple fights.
Yeah,
That's like,
it's crazy, man. I saw that, man. I'm like, wow, I thought they would have got a little more than that.
Well, the UFC gets a little more than that, so they're all right.
Okay.
The UFC gets paid from it, not so much the fighters.
I heard one championships, whatever it's called. I heard that's really good. I haven't really seen it, but someone was just telling me about that.
That's great. And then they have
They kind of like a Pride, right, Cave?
Yeah, they have different rules that you can kick on the ground there. They do like full Muay Thai rule sets with MMA gloves.
Oh, so, yeah.
They have some.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, they have some great fights over there. And then the weight classes are different too. So you can't cut a lot of weight and fight in one. You have hydration tests, so they test the hydration levels in you. So all the guys aren't really sucked out; they're all about the same size. So usually when guys go over there, they have to go up a weight class or two. So all the fights are like just amazing. The guys are like equal sized guys too.
Oh wow, yeah. Pride was great, man. I loved Pride.
Oh yeah, me and Jeff like Pride.
Pride was the shit, bro. I wish they wouldn't have bought it or whatever. It was good competition.
Yeah,
I mean, Bellator is too, but.
Bellator's they're gonna be close, man. In the next couple of years, I think they'll start taking over for UFC. UFC is really getting oversaturated, I think.
Yeah. What do you guys think that MMA is like oversaturated right now, like kind of watered down a bit?
I don't think so, but I think that all these streaming services are really starting to hurt the UFC. I mean, you gotta have ESPN Plus to watch a lot of the fights. You gotta have Danzin to watch Bellator fights. It's hard to find the fights for regular people right now. The general public hasn't really caught up to the streaming services yet, I think. I think that's what's really going on with MMA right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you guys have you guys watched Lion Fight, Muay Thai?
Oh, I love it. I don't know, Ray, have you seen it yet?
I didn't see it yet, but Charlie Anzone knows the guy who's the friends with the promoter.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Lion Fight's great. You know, if you want to see full Muay Thai rules.
Yeah.
And in America, it's I think the premier.
Yeah, they fight in Vegas, and then they fight in Europe too.
I
gotta get the promoter. I gotta talk to Charlie Anzone to hook me up with the promoter. He's friends with him. So.
Yeah, we were supposed to have the Lion Fight promoter on a couple times, but Ray's really slipping here.
Yeah, I've been slacking though. I ain't gonna front.
He's been getting actors and rappers instead of promoters.
Hey man, actor, rapper, martial artist, whatever.
Me and Jeff haven't did a podcast in a while, so
Ray's been hiding out in Puerto Rico. He's been on drug runs.
No, don't say that, kid. Don't be saying that. That's not true.
Ray's been avoiding the law for a little bit, so we've been on the down low for a little while.
I got plenty. I know how that is, bro. Trust me. Now the Lion Fight. Check out Lion Fight, man. Some good shit.
Really good stuff, man. What about that Burmese kickboxing where they do it with yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, it is. It's like it's the art of 9 limbs. I was just talking to someone about the other day, the art of 9 limbs, and they use the headbutts.
Yeah,
they do a lot of bare knuckle fights too. They don't wear gloves.
What do you think about the bare knuckle fights? We had Feldman on a couple times.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? I've watched a few of them, and I think it's cool. Not all the fights are great, but overall, I think it's cool.
What do you think about them getting kind of the over-the-hill MMA guys to fight some of the up-and-coming boxers?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, there's a few fights where they weren't even. I don't know. They were pretty bad, actually. I think about it. Like dudes aren't. Like there was one, I forget who fought. It was an MMA guy. It was a UFC guy. And he wasn't even really boxing, and he kept clinching with the dude the whole fight.
Phil Baroni, right? Is that the Baroni fight? Where Baroni kept trying to grab him? The New York Badass?
Yeah, it might have been, yeah. I was like, dude, this is a boxing match. Like, get out there and fucking box, man. Like,
yeah.
Even if you're not, he's not necessarily a boxer, but you signed up for a boxing match.
Yeah, he got hit with that jab right off the bat, and he's like, ooh, that shit sucked. And then he's like trying to tie the guy up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a Baroni fight. That was not that great.
Nah, there's been a few I've seen like that, actually, with MMA guys. I don't know if they're just taking the fights for the money or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But bare knuckle boxing's cool, man. Like if you go, it's huge overseas, like England, Ireland. Like they've been doing that shit forever, man. And there's some good fights. Some pretty brutal fights. Like the Irish gypsy fucking boxers, man. Those dudes are crazy.
Yeah, that Lobov is a killer too, man. And bare knuckle boxing, he's had some killer fights. That Lobov guy, the Russian guy, yeah.
Yo, they signed up Vanderlei Silva. We gotta find out if he's gonna fight.
Yeah, that's a joke. He's gonna get knocked out in like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
I just saw a clip of him. I just saw a clip of him sparring before I talked to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody. I think I seen it on Facebook. He like somebody do like an axe kick.
Yeah, that's the one. I posted it. Yeah. Someone threw an axe kick at him, and he just went fucking berserk on the dude.
Yeah, he's a little bit washed up, I think.
You remember Jordan?
Jordan?
He poked him eye. His poke.
Oh yeah. We know a guy that trained with Vanderlei at a seminar, and he poked him in the eye, and
really?
That didn't go so good.
Yeah,
I bet it didn't. Yeah, I mean, he was a beast in his prime, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was one of the baddest people on the planet, but they beat the shit out of him in pride, making him fight all those giants.
But check this out though. When he was with Shootbox, when they was training, they was knocking each other out, and that should take a toll on your body, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go hard, man.
Yeah.
Going from steroids to non-steroids definitely changes you too. Like you're just not the same when you can't fight without the juice once you start taking it.
Yeah, that is
right.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about? You guys know anything about Kyokushin? Like Dutch kickboxing and shit like that?
Yeah, when they like do that
shit, man.
Yeah, like the really hard body punches, full out head kicks. Yeah,
bro. If that's like I love Muay Thai, but that's another style. I'm like, yo, I and I haven't done karate in fucking forever, but like they, and there's a lot of Thai boxing involved in that too. Like the founder Maso Yama, he incorporated a lot of Thai boxing, but those guys train hard as fuck, man. They beat the shit out of each other.
Hell yeah! For any of our regular listeners that are listening that don't know what we're talking about, that's where Chuck Liddell came out of too. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of background in that.
Actually, isn't GSP? Is he? I know he comes from a karate back. I think it might be Kyokushin too.
I'm not 100% sure about that. I know for sure Chuck Liddell was.
I did some training. Yeah. Body conditioning, all that shit. That shit was crazy. Yeah.
There was a bunch of kickboxers too, like Andy Hug and like all those dudes.
Yeah.
The Dutch guys and stuff like that. Obviously, and Bass Rutten. Actually, Bass Rutten, he was. That's how we started Kyokushin.
Yeah.
And I just like I like that style. Actually, how we train at Sityatong, we have some Dutch kickboxing incorporated into how we train. It's good stuff.
I like that style. I like that style better than the point fighting, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean the point. What do you mean, like Taekwondo?
The point fighting style Taekwondo and then other style karate. Yeah. I like that. Body shots.
Me too.
Leg kicks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. There's people kind of discredited karate, but if you go back to like Okinawan styles, like Weichi-Ryu and like Shotokan and stuff like that, like those are hard styles, man. Those dudes train hard. You know what I mean? So there's definitely like when it comes to martial arts, man, I'm kind of like a student of everything. I research a lot.
That's why you like Machida, ain't it? Because Machida, he got that style where he's in and out. You can't hit him. He hit you, but he's out. He's you can see the karate. You can see that in his style when he fights, and I dig that.
What do you think about the baddest motherfucker belt coming up with Diaz and Masvidal?
I mean, I'm a Diaz fan, so I'm rooting for him, bro.
Did you see all that shit where they were gonna say he tested positive for steroids?
I saw something quick. I didn't look into it too much, but I did see that.
Yeah. So basically, they told him that one of his tests were irregular and that he popped hot, and they told him to keep it quiet till after the fight. And he was like, "There's no way, I'm not a cheater." He posted this whole thing on Twitter, and then basically the USADA had to take care of it real quick, and they're like, "Oh, never mind. We did all your stuff. It was okay." But he was like, "There's no way I'm a cheater. I'm not on steroids. Fuck all of you. You guys are all on steroids." He's like, "I'm not fighting then." That was super cool. But yeah, but they USADA redid the test, and he's okay to go. So the fight's on.
Oh, nice. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I definitely like seeing him fight, so I'm glad.
You can try and check that out. It's at MSG.
I mean, not in person. I don't know, but I'll definitely watch it.
Hell yeah, I would like to see that one in person.
How about McGregor? You like Conor McGregor?
I mean, he's a great fighter. I'm not too big on the antics and all that stuff, man. To be honest with you, bro, I like more humble.
Gotcha.
Guys, what I'm saying, fighters, and kind of, just go in there and do their thing, I can't deny his skills,
What about Khabib?
I see. Yeah, like I rooted for Khabib when they fought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm a Khabib fan for sure.
Talk
Wrestling
now.
Bears.
That was awesome when he's hitting him. He's like, talk now.
Yo, but that dude fucking wrestled Bears. Bears is a fucking kid. You guys seen that video?
Yeah. It's so
dude,
funny.
Russians are crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Russia,
yeah.
man, those motherfuckers is crazy. Like, speaking of, like, talking to Kyokushin, but those guys train like crazy shit, too.
Yeah.
Sambo's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Did you ever see, there's a video of them playing Dagestani basketball. And they're like doing full MMA on the basketball court when they're like fighting for the ball and stuff.
No.
And you can see Khabib like choke this guy when he's tapping, and Khabib's not letting go, dude. It's crazy. You should check that. You can type that up on YouTube when you get out of here. And,
I'm gonna have to watch that, man.
Dagestani basketball.
Damn, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like the Russian fighters, man. Most of them.
Yeah, I used to like Fedor back in Pride. Fedor and
was nasty, bro. Fedor was hard, man. He didn't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know, he was a beast in his prime. Sucks he never made it to the UFC. You know, I know there was some like he wasn't. I don't think he likes Dana White or something like that. From what I remember.
Yeah, they were fighting over the contract. Dana didn't think he was worth what he was asking for, and he thought he was. And they wanted Fedor's people wanted to co-promote, so they wanted some of the promotional money
with the N1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know,
at least we got to see him in America. He fought for Bellator, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then I remember in the Pride, I was like, oh, okay, a dad body fighter.
Ray's always rooting for guys that got a little chub on them.
Yeah.
You should like Ben Askren.
Well, Fedor we talked about. He didn't lift weights. He didn't really, you know what I'm saying? He just kind of like trained, like, you know, primitive.
I like that. So when you're training, do you train like a regular fighter or do you train like a celebrity?
Oh, I'm not a celebrity, so I definitely don't train like a celebrity. I'm an aspiring celebrity, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I try to train like a fighter, bro. You know, I mean, at City of Town, you know, you're definitely, if you're in there for real and you're training like a fighter. You're training with fighters, and you know, so it's no joke. It's not, you know, I've done all kinds of different kinds of training. You know, more, you know, lighter training or self-defense based training. But over there, you're gonna take some pain, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take some shots and you know. But I dig it, man. That's the best training to me.
What's your favorite technique? You like the leg kicks, the shin bone?
I like throwing hands the best, I think, to be honest with you. You know, but you know, I like kicking too. You know what I mean? But I think throwing hands is and maybe some elbows is my favorite.
I like the elbows myself. Ray's a big leg kick guy.
Yeah, I mean, leg kicks are no joke, dude. Leg kicks are brutal. You know, head kicks. You know, you get kicked I've got kicked in the face a few times, and that's always fun. You know, and no joke. You know, but I love it all, man. You know. But
my favorite is kicking people in the body so hard you hurt their arms, so they can't keep their arms up. I like to do that over and over again.
Yeah, you can't sleep on body or leg kicks. There's no, I mean, you know, and like you said earlier, I mean, you caught somebody with a liver shot. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, that's dude in the street. That's what I'm doing. I'll hit somebody with a liver shot because then they can't say I punched them in the face. You know what I mean? It's less recognizable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So body shots are where it's at, man. For sure.
Do you ever like spar with someone that has never trained?
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I usually go to, like, you know, I'll do the beginner class, you know what I'm saying, advanced and sparring. I try to do everything. So, yeah, I a lot of times I've trained with people that, you know, are new or maybe haven't trained.
It's so weird, right? When you go with someone, like, you don't realize how much of a tuned machine you are by the time you're, like, an experienced fighter.
You know what, though, too, is that the people that don't have that experience can also be the most unpredictable. Like in the past, you know, in other schools I've trained at, like we would spar and it would be all levels, and guys that didn't really have that control or skill and technique, you know, would sometimes like throw some crazy shit and like hit you, like you're like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? So like, you know, you gotta, you know, and that's more relative to how someone would be in a street fight too. You know what I mean? Because 9 out of 10 times, you're going to be fighting somebody that's not trained.
Yeah, for sure. I had a new guy spar for the first time at my gym today, And it was just interesting to watch him spar. He didn't like really push punches out all the way, but he like jumped forward at the same. It was just like it was so crazy to see. I haven't sparred with someone that hasn't sparred really in a long time, so it was interesting to see today. It was just cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. You gotta take you can learn something even from training with guys like that. The thing though with guys like that is people that don't have the experience, that can also be how you get hurt because they might not know what they're doing.
Yeah, you got to keep the killers away from guys like that because it will be a bad day in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
No, absolutely. I've seen guys like, when you're sparring with someone really good and you're like, okay, I'm not going to hit this dude too hard because I know he's a fucking beast. and then you get these dudes that come in and they don't give a fuck. And then they're going hard with somebody and the dude that they're going hard with is really, really fucking good. And he's kind of just like, and then that one time they, maybe they catch him and then he just unloads on them and he ends up, I've seen that happen all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like I try to spar. I don't try to go hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have, but, and I was always taught, like, when you're sparring, you're not really trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? You're actually learning too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, you don't want to hurt the guys you train with because that's like your martial arts family. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're, you know what I'm saying? So, but some guys just fucking go ham, dude, and then they end up getting put. But a lot of those guys get put down. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're sparring with somebody really good, and the dude that's really good is like, okay, you want to go hard? All right, and boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. It's crazy sometimes, and that could definitely happen today. But he was sparring with two guys that were, me and this other guy that were definitely very aware of what he was trying to do. But he was coming hard. It was so funny. But you can make such good angles when people come in hard like that. It's such an interesting dynamic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It is.
All right, man. You got anything to plug before we get out of here? That was a good conversation we just had.
Yeah, it was, man. Thank you guys for having me on. Let me I just dropped a new single for my friend's clothing brand, which is called Omerta, MIA. It's OMERTA MIA. You can go on omertamia.com. We did a promo video, a music video that's out now on YouTube, and we dropped it as a single as well, which is available on all major digital platforms. So everyone check that out. And you can follow me on Instagram at LORDWILLIN DMS, Lordwillin DMS. That's my Instagram. And I'm just dropping a bunch of new music really soon. Got a lot in the works. And also stay tuned for the Flanagans. The pilot will be coming out soon.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And Ray, if I hear that they need more, people if it gets picked up for the season, you know what I'm saying, bro? You should come down.
Yeah, Ray's your man for that, for real. I know I'm like joking around with some of the stuff, but not all of it is a joke. Ray would be a good fit for that show.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, he's taking guys off the street. You know what I mean? So you definitely have a chance. For sure. Just thank you guys for letting me on, man. It was definitely a good conversation, and I look forward to hearing the show.
Awesome.
Listen, man, if you ever watch a UFC show, we could meet sometime. Me and Caveman do a UFC review.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Come on and for that one too,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. You were like a pretty fun guy to talk to, and you got that crazy Boston accent. Had some like legitimacy to our show.
No doubt, man. It's unmistakable.
Yeah,
I'm actually from Providence, Rhode Island, but I'm in Boston all the time, so I'm back and forth. But it's kind of a similar accent. Rhode Island's actually a cross between New York and Boston. That's what everyone says.
Sounds good, man. We like it.
Bro. But thank you guys. I'll definitely promote this podcast, and I look forward to talking to you guys again.
Yeah, right. we definitely will hook you up. Saying put it on the fan page and
Yeah. Give me all the details, bro, and I'll definitely pump this shit out there on my social media.
We'll link that to this, and then I'll put it right in the description. So when they click it, it'll be right in here, so we can add it on, so you can get some clicks.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll definitely I'll send Ray the links, and vice versa. Send me whatever you guys. I'll promote the show as much as I can.
Perfect, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, I appreciate it as well. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys. All right.
So we just had Lordwillin on, man. That was a pretty good podcast.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
I like it too. He knows stuff about fighting.
He sure does. I like his accent, dude. Like, his accent is killer, man.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be so cool.
Yeah.
That was a good one. It flowed really well.
Yeah.
Hopefully people listen to it because that was a good one. I know we don't really talk about much fighting, but it was good.
I mean, we talk about everything, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, people will enjoy it.
When we close out, we should close out on one of his songs, man.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
All right,
I'll
cool.
take care of that.
What else been going on? Anything new?
Not much. Same old, same old. I just got to get back in the gym, start training, and lose this gut.
Yeah, dude, you look fat. No offense.
Come on, Caveman.
Dude, last time I saw you, you were in shape. Like, really good shape. You were getting there, man.
And then they pulled me back in.
I know. We were making funny YouTube things. The channel was taking off. And then you stopped.
Okay, listen. I'm back.
All right.
I'm back.
We just knuckle bump for people that don't know.
Yeah.
So we still need to do all those comedy skits. I still want to do kicking the bottle cap off.
You know what?
But you need to come to integrity.
Okay. And another thing I wanted to do, I was going to take Nate toy gun and do a gun disarm.
Yeah, dude, we could do a lot of cool ones. Cool gun disarms.
Yeah.
I won't bring a butter knife and we'll do knife disarms too.
Oh, jeez.
We could make some funny ones.
Hell yeah.
So make sure if you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, you subscribe, like, and click the bell. If you're listening on YouTube, do it now!
All right, so Caveman Corner, guys. We are out of here.
You want to reshoot the end there?
Yeah.
Do that one again. That was too bad to even put in there.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm rusty, Caveman.
You're really rusty. I'm going to leave that in now.
All right, Caveman Corner. We are out of here from Buffalo, New York. Peace.
Lordwillin, Omerta made in America. The realest clothing brand on the streets.
Taking us out with style.
Yeah.
Do the crime, do the time. Always mind your business. Take it back old school. Intimidate every witness. A fish with a closed mouth never gets caught. The by the gentleman's code. Fuck what you thought.
Can't play too much, otherwise YouTube will pull us.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace. Like and subscribe. Caveman's Corner. You're getting used to the hot mic, Ray. Good job. Couldn't catch him. You haven't been gone that long. Normally I'd catch Ray saying something bad about his girl right now, but not today.